All right, Ott. Boy, it's cold out here.
It is chilly.
I mean, good thing you got a heater on outside
That's
here.
a fact.
Well, you fooled me before, but I don't
yeah.
think you can do it again.
Okay.
I'm going to figure this out real quick.
All right.
You got two stories.
I do.
Give me a fact, give me a fish story.
Okay.
Don't tell me the order because then I'll figure it out already.
Right, yeah.
So what's your first story?
So the first story, and like I mentioned, both these are about accommodations on the road. You know, we travel a lot as fishermen. We go a lot of different places, sometimes big cities, sometimes little bitty towns, right?
Yep.
So this one is about a tournament we fished down on Lake Falcon, okay? And the place that we stayed there, and we being Andy Montgomery, and it always seems like we on the road because he and I have traveled together for so long. So Andy Montgomery and I, we traveled down there, and I had never been to Falcon before, and he hadn't either. And we look up this place online, and it's, Falcon Lake Vista. I'm like, okay, I mean, the name sounds pretty good.
Vista sounds fancy.
It sounds fancy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, pictures look good. It's got a little cabin, nice view of the lake kind of deal. I'm like, all right, this should work, decent parking, everything that you need as a fisherman,
Now, this is Lake Falcon. I know.
Correct.
It's sketchy down there.
It's very sketchy, very sketchy. I mean, right there's the cartel. They're right across the river from you. So, we look at it, good rate and everything, book it up, and man, we get down there, and I don't know where they took the pictures from because I couldn't find any of the scenes.
No angle at all.
None of them. Not a chance. Get in the room, and it just continues to go downhill from there.
Oh boy.
In the daylight, there's a couple dead cockroaches around and about. And Andy, I don't know if you knew this about him or not, but his favorite thing is sweets, right? I mean, he loves some Sour Patch Kids and that kind of stuff. And he's been guilty of leaving those laying around on the dresser or whatever, open bag of them.
Oh no.
Every morning he would try to get a new bag, and the one that he had left only half eaten, gone. They'd clean it out every night.
Ooh.
It's so bad. So bad.
That's so nasty.
Yeah, that was a rough place, and I mean, we never got arrested. We didn't have any problem from across the border, no illegals or anything like that.
Yeah.
But between the cockroaches and I just don't know where the pictures came from on the accommodations. Those were the two was the
It's
worst.
a very
I've ever
believable
seen, so.
story.
Yeah,
Very believable.
Okay, so the other one.
All right, story number two.
The story number two, the other accommodation. Actually, another place in Texas, a little bit further north, but a place that I had never been before, and I don't know if they've ever had another tournament there, was the Tawakoni. We fished a tournament on Lake Tawakoni one time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you win that?
I did not win that, no.
You win everything in Texas.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
That was before that.
This is a fish story.
Yeah,
You're telling me a fish story now?
One of the other.
Wait, you've always won in Texas. I'm so confused.
Well, this wasn't about the tournament fish. This is about the accommodation. I've stayed in good places and done well, and I've stayed in bad places and done well, usually in Texas. But so at Lake Tawakoni, the only place we could find there was the Tawakoni Town Inn. Okay.
Okay.
That was the only place we could find.
I like the ring. It has a good ring to it.
Has a good ring to it.
Yeah.
Bunch of us, there were several different fishermen staying there and stuff, and we all check in day before practice, all that kind of thing. We get, we come there, and the people are extremely excited to see us, right? Because I don't think they've had this many people stay at the Tawakoni Town Inn in a long time. Maybe since it was settled.
Yeah.
Since the area was settled was the last time there were that many people in the town of Tawakoni.
Tawakoni Inn.
In the town of Tawakoni, Texas. But here's the kicker with that one. So you walk in the room, okay, the walls are green, except the wall behind the beds, it is pink. I mean, pink. So this is...
Well, that's your contrast wall.
Well, it's your contrast wall, but it was, we're fishermen, and this is the Tawakoni Town Inn. So I'm pretty nervous about that point too. But the biggest surprise of that one was what our gift was. And now I'm telling you, these people were excited that we were staying there, okay? When we checked in, not only did we get a room with a pink wall, but we also got a bottle of Israel's finest champagne.
Israel's finest
We
champagne.
did. That was our welcoming
World.
gift.
I didn't know Israel had vineyards.
I didn't either, but we got a bottle of their finest champagne. That's what it said on the label. And now, like I said, I have never been a champagne drinker. I don't drink anything anymore. But champagne was never in my taste.
Yeah.
Some of the other guys that were staying there, they were very happy to take it. So we passed it off to
Did you
some.
barter it and just like, hey,
I actually
trade
did.
you know,
Yeah.
bag of worms for
You
this
can
bottle.
have some champagne,
Yeah.
maybe a crankbait or two.
Oh
Yep.
boy.
Okay.
That's a wild deal. The wildest deal is, well, my biggest question first and foremost,
Okay.
does Andy do the cooking and you do the cleaning, or do you do the cleaning and he does the cooking
No, I do the cooking and the cleaning. He does the eating
and nothing else?
and nothing else.
Oh, golly. You know what?
Since
That's
Adam-
a fact.
That
And
is
I
a
know
fact.
that's a fact. Okay, no
Yep.
fish story
No
on that
fish story
part.
there, yep.
Sorry, Andy. Threw you right under the bus.
Run him over all four tires.
All four tendrils
Yep.
just peeling out on his head.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Well, both of those are very believable.
Yep.
Very believable. And that Falcon, I was actually a marshal at that event.
Okay.
Is that the one Keith Combs won?
It was, yeah.
Barely
Uh-huh.
beat Rick Clum there at the
Yep.
end.
Yep.
I know that area is rough,
Yeah.
and I'm sure it's got cockroaches the size of your boots.
You're right.
But I tell you what's not believable is the fact that Andy would leave a half-eaten bag of candy.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with your first story being a fish story, and your second story in Tawakoni being fact.
So you think that bottle of Israel's finest champagne actually happened?
Yes. Fact.
You are correct.
Yes! I knew it!
You are correct.
When you said half-eaten bag, bull crap.
Yep.
He eats all of it.
Eats all of it,
Yeah.
don't he?
I knew it right then and there. Whatever
Yeah.
your second story was, you had already hung yourself.
Yep.
Yes, I'm winning.
You are winning.
Winning.
That feels good, don't it?
It does feel
I'm proud
good.
of it because I
Thank
really
you.
thought the fact of the Israel's finest champagne
Would throw me?
I thought that would throw you.
No, didn't throw me at all.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Just Andy not gobbling up all his
All the
little
starbursts,
treats
leaving
and-
them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and leaving wrappers everywhere. Those are all facts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But he's gonna eat them all.
Well,
Nice
thank you
work,
all.
Watson.
Thank you for
Absolutely.
those two great stories.
Anytime, buddy.
All right.